Good evening, race fans. Welcome into another edition of Friday Night RODDCAR here live on YJ Media, back at the World Center of Racing, Daytona International Speedway. As always, got Art in the booth. How we doing tonight?
I'm real excited. We're back with, of course, the Gen 6 season, Gen 6 car at Daytona.
Absolutely. First race of two in this playoff format. 10 drivers, 10 of the best on this service. And we're ready to rock and roll. We're going from 10 to 5 over the course of the next 2 weeks. Race information is as follows. 1 lap of qualifying to set the field for the 80-lap main event. 55% fuel capacity for an estimated fuel run of 20 to 25 laps. 3 green-white checkers, third being the point of no return. And 1 fast repair if need be for these drivers. And we'll go ahead and quickly, as qualifying is about to get underway, we'll show you your playoff hopefuls, contenders at this point, you would call them, as they went from the wild card round to the round of 10. Michael Cozy Jr., Michael P. Frisch, Dylan Kim, Tucker Binter, Daniel Falkingham, Tyler Gary, Jay Riot, Dylan Dreiling, Bobby Zielinski, and Parker White. So after the conclusion of last week's doubleheader, after the penalties were compiled from both races, booted out due to penalty points, Christopher M. Hill, Seth the Merchant, and Hunter East. Getting in, Dylan Kem, Jay Riot, and Dylan Dreiling. There are your 10 playoff contenders. So got a little bit more non-coke driver representation than we originally thought. So we'll go ahead and roll with it. They've still won every race this season. I expect that to continue once the playoffs are here and on the line, but you never know.
Too many coke drivers.
Let's go ahead and get into qualifying. Tyler Gary, the time to beat 49.031. If there's anyone that's going to beat it, it would be this man, Michael Cozy Jr., the 8-time champion.
Gonna be P3.
Let's see who's next to cross the line. Everybody's still on the out lap. We'll go to Mr. J. Riot, who got bumped in. On his out lap, actually, the next person to cross the line would be Joe M. Armstrong, I believe, in the 022. Oh, and Rod Flagg actually was out there, and we know how good he is at Super Speedway Racing, and he will get P1. And Joe Armstrong, a very respectable lap in second. Scott Ward jumps up to third. We got times coming in hot and heavy now. Next to cross the line, Kenny Reel. Then after him, Harry Tiller. Below the apron for Reel and Tiller. Kenny Reel P1, but only for about a second. Then Harry Tiller goes right to the top of the board, 48.91. Next to cross the line, Mo Perry. Actually, Jay Riot beats him to it. Jay Riot goes third. Mo Perry crossing the line. And where'd he go? It's not me this time. It's not me. Oh, it timed out on him at the last second. Brutal. Let's see here. 1 through 10. Everyone's got their numbers. It all looks good. All right. For once, it all works as intended. Love to see it. But the names at the top of your screen, you'll see them highlighted in gold. They're all playoff contenders. Those are your 10 drivers competing for glory here over the next 2 weeks. 80 laps to settle it here under the lights. And let's see here. As they're gridding up. Harry Tiller on pole. I feel like that's his second one in the last 3 races.
It does feel like that, because I think I commented on it specifically. An Englishman taking, like, that. It ain't right. Like, we should be better than this. We should be ashamed right now.
I think in terms of quality, I think we're a little bit better than we were last week. Hopefully recovered from Helene and the after effects, so I think we'll be all right in terms of bit rate and quality and all that fun stuff. So, ready to rock and roll. No distractions. We're right back into the thick of it. And all that's left for us is the picks to win, and then we'll turn them loose. 35 drivers here. Tonight looks like somebody could have snagged that 36 spot. Don't think they responded in time. Nevertheless, 35 hungry drivers here tonight. And who's taking home the checkered flag tonight, Art?
I'm picking this because follow him on Twitter, saw that it was his birthday, and he has a shot to win. He's a good driver. Give me Michael P. Frisch.
Michael P. Frisch. Happy birthday to the 58 machine. We don't get your birthday licks in on track. But let's see. You got Michael P. Frisch. Go ahead and give me Parker White in the 95 machine.
Man, it's going old reliable.
Yeah, it's not Tucker Dagus. Tucker Minner's not the reliable pick. He'll still probably get podium, but so it must be noted. We'll just go ahead and just say this for transparency. Serving 1 race suspensions tonight, Christopher M. Hill and Hunter East, due to their accumulation of technical fouls in last week's doubleheader. That obviously bumped them both out. So Parker White only on half of foul. Looking around, Frisch only on 1. Dreiling on 2. Jay Riot on 2.5. Kem on 3. Minter on 3.5. Gotta keep it nice and tidy.
Can't be a problem out there on track.
Here we go. 80 laps under the lights. World Center Racing. What's not to love?
Leaving some big gaps in these lines. We're coming out of 4. We're going to have to start tightening it up.
They'll figure it out, or they won't. 35 deep. 17 rows and then 1 by themselves, but here we go. Pace cars off. Harry Tiller, field in tow. Gets us to the Geico restart zone. Playoff race number 1's underway. Does look a little janky already, but they're underway. Last week, the first race of 2, they wrecked coming out of turn number 2. Leader got turned in front of the field, so Harry Tiller going to try and avoid a repeat.
Already 3 wide DK, Jaden Carter. Thought DK was about to go around. There was some serious bumping going on back there.
And out of turn number 2, battle for the lead already. Jay Riot pushed him through 1 and 2, and look at Joe Armstrong. Jay Riot was leading for a second. Now Armstrong to his outside, but here comes Harry Tiller with a big push, benefit of Gary, Cozy, and so on and so forth.
Kenny Real thought about tucking up inside.
And this is a great camera shot here as they work out of turn number 3. Already 3 wide. Tiller to the outside with Gary. Cozy's going to give a decent shot to that 97. 22 backing up. Or I should say 26 backing up to the 22. Harry Tiller from the pole leads lap number 1. Didn't look like it off of turn number 2, but second half of lap he turned it all around. A little bit of 3 wide already. A couple of rookies in this field. There's the 81 machine. That's one of them. Aaron Stoff. Joe Armstrong, his 15th start here tonight, but going for the race lead. Andrew Cootie, been away for a couple of seasons, making part-time starts this season. Dalton Hayes, his third career start here tonight. John Rafferty's back in the mix, so I'll just see some familiar faces, returning faces, and everything in between.
Or 3 wide.
But last week was a doubleheader at Talladega. You got more room. 3 wide's pretty common. It's pretty hectic, all things considered, but Daytona a little bit tighter confines, not by much. 3 wide expected, like we see here. More risk to get squeezed, but they're managing pretty well so far.
They weren't.
2 3/4 laps. Scott Warren a little twitchy off the bumper or dryling, but they manage, and they're making progress through that third lane in the middle.
Yeah, they were about to do some serious push in the pusher. Tucker Minter with a great shot to the back of Dylan Dreiling. Surprised they kept it straight through the
First
checkups.
to 35th on board here with Kevin Spencer is exactly 2 seconds. If you're Kevin Spencer.
Oh, their big checkup in the corner.
Oh, and there it goes.
Swanson.
So say if you're Kevin Spencer, you see anything, you slam on the brakes, get out of the way. That's exactly what he was able to do. Sean Rafferty, Jaden Carter, Joe Swanson involved in your first caution of the evening. Take a look at what happened.
There's a big checkup at that middle line.
We're here with Sean Rafferty. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's just like he called it. Pretty massive checkup right here through the middle. You can see right about there from Scott Warren, Dylan Dreiling, just Tucker Minter, Kyler Wynn, Zielinski, Stoff, Swanson. That gets him bent out of shape, and Sean Rafferty will KO him in the right rear. It looks like he bounced off for Frisch there as well, actually. So lucky he didn't get right reared up the track. Into the left rear of Milano, right in front of Jaden Carter. Into 3-car accidents, all it ends up being for the first caution of the evening. Go on board here with Jaden Carter. Not a whole lot you could do there. Steering brakes. Just a rough start 3 laps in. You can see steering wheel totally straight. Should be a fast repair burned in the very early stages. These 10 drivers, bonus points will be very important over the next 2 races. A couple games being played on pit road, and Jay Riot, knowing that he's one of the underdogs for sure, just simply not being a coke driver, we'll go ahead and grab that extra point. Just got to be 5th. We're going to knock out some heavy hitters here for sure. You're fighting for every possible point. No penalty points. You don't want those against you. This race or the next one, you want 2 bonus points, leading a lap in both races, and then highest possible finish. So you are points racing at Daytona and Talladega. Not ideal, but they're all doing.
I wonder what the odds got to be for non-Coke Series drivers to do well in this series.
They do well, they just don't win anymore, which is what it's going to take at this point. You'd love to get yourself a win locked in. Championship 5.
Need the non-Coke Series drivers to go on strike. Like we will only push ourselves. No more help for Coke Series.
But we look at the non-Coke drivers that made it to the playoffs. You have the highest one is Dylan Kem. Been around a while, solid driver. Dylan Dreiling, very solid Draft Heart 300 winner. And Jay Riot, a multi-time winner as well. So they all know how to get it done. When you look at their competition, Parker White, only the best oval driver on the entire service. Tucker Minter, Bobby Zielinski, Falkingham, Michael P. Frisch, who will most likely officially make it to the Coke Series this upcoming season and has already done a sub appearance anyways. Tyler Gary and Cozy. I mean, that's just a stacked field right there. So everyone in the playoffs has won a race.
You're gonna have to start handing out a RODDCAR Best of the Rest award.
I'll have to calculate the numbers at the end of the season, but I think it's like 90-something% of the spots on the podium itself has gone to Coke Series drivers. Which, when you take a step back, knowing the unpredictability of Daytona, Talladega, Atlanta, iRacing Superspeedway, which makes up our schedule, the chaos, the unpredictability, and they still routinely finish up there.
That is actually like the insane part about it. It's like
because they were able to work together and they get the track position. They do the college racing of a couple of years ago, and they just control each lane.
Yeah, it's like even if there are 10 Coke Series drivers, they'll leave 26 non-Coke Series drivers, and yet they still can't beat them.
You think even at iRacing Superspeedway, where it's like just true chaos, and they still couldn't get it done. It just speaks to their abilities. At the end of the day. And before we had the penalty point adjustments, we had 9 out of 10 playoff drivers be Coke Series. We booted out Chris Hill and DeMerchant, put in Dylan Kemp, Jay Wright, and Dylan Dryland. But obviously Hunter East was out as well. So yeah, we had 9 out of 10 be Coke Series drivers. Now it's only 7 out of 10.
Only.
But here we go for the first restart of the evening. Jay Riot stayed out, as did AJ Green. There, your front row. Pace car is off. Back underway.
I'm sure they will both be able to survive the first lap on the front of this field.
What a great push there from the 26 machine. Tyler Gary already connected to the back of AJ Green. And they are having momentum into turn number 2.
I was going to say, Joe Armstrong already looking to go middle 3.
Oh, we're wrecking to the back. Parker White, Zachary Milano. Big damage on the left rear for Parker.
Ooh.
Looks like maybe Josh Murphy and Nathan Barrows. Not sure what happened here.
I mean, it starts with Parker White.
So this is just behind this. Excellent use of the brakes there from Nathan Barrows. Well done. Holy cow. So yeah, let's see here. Oh, just another checkup. As they were getting up to speed, too, which is a bit odd. See it more top speed here. And yeah, I mean, you can just see it. Really starts around the Scott Warren Rod flag. Stoff, 81, Mo Perry, Parker White, Milano, Zielinski, Minter. So let's take this up a bit and see if we could see anything. In the front 4, they all look good.
Looks like they're really just slow.
It's right around the Rod flag area, I guess. It looks like maybe Rod is trying to back up to the 81, maybe? But there's a big gap between the 10 and the 81, then Mo Perry backs up, Parker White backs up. And big problems for him, Milano. Even Zielinski gets a chunk of this, as does Tucker Minter, and Joshua Murphy.
I'm not going to necessarily say this is Rod's fault, but do you think we'd ever see a penalty on Rod himself?
Oh, he would.
Think he'll ever?
He would absolutely give it to himself. Yeah, he just like all of a sudden, just for whatever reason, he's really close to 76, and he kind of drops back off the 76. 81, closing at her high rate of speed, just backs off a tad bit. No, Perry backs off. board with him. I don't know if he just was a little late to the shift or... Yeah, so it looks like it just wasn't a smooth transition into fourth.
Yes, Corbin, it was a restart.
It just didn't look smooth going into fourth. It's not to say he did anything wrong. It's the responsibility of the guys behind him to not run each other over. But it's not like they were at full speed. It was like, 160, 170. So they weren't even at full speed. They should have had a little bit more time to react. Hello. Don't know what that was all about. But staying out, Joe Armstrong and Darren Stoff will be your front row.
Penalize him. Corbin calling to penalize the man.
The disgraced race control admins trying to dictate anything. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know if we've ever had a good race control here.
Looks like Joe Armstrong will give it up. So Darren Stoff going to lead his first lap, I believe, in RODDCAR in his third start. Got the Mountain Dew paint scheme.
Very topical right now. They finally added the mountain bag to Mountain Dew.
I saw that. People had some opinions on it, interestingly enough. I don't think it matters one way or the other.
Not a real Mountain Dew drinker.
This is a Barks house. Barks or Mug. I mean, they're all great. Root beer #1.
Oh, Corbin doesn't know. He chugs that like water.
So the branding, instead of MTN for mountain, they just spelled out the entire word. Just had a bug fly right in my face. I don't even know where it came in at. That's unfortunate.
Good thing you're leaving.
Yep. We out. We out of here. 10 laps completed. It'll be 11 this time by Darren Stoff.
I think we're going to be in for a long one.
Tyler Gary. 2 cautions in 10 laps. The 16 cautions at its current pace. It's unfortunate.
No,
let's not do that. Pace car's off. 81 machine in control of the field. We're back underway.
We're already 3 wide.
Looks like that's Kyler Wynn in the third lane already. Bringing Sean Rafferty with him, maybe, but definitely bringing Travis Brown to the party.
Michael Pretty Frisch also looking to get some air up
Cozy
there.
going up there with Wynn, so they do reform that third line a bit further up the field. 97 and 26 go up to cover. 81 leads the low line. Andrew Cootie, the 24, through the middle. Little dropping back, though. Here's a couple cars in the wall. It might have been Travis Brown, but they're okay for now. Now Cozy way back down to the bottom. Kyler Wynn not able to follow him all the way. Tyler Gary still outside. Wynn with a big shot through the middle.
Oh, Tyler Gary, what a block. That was dumb. but they survived.
Yeah, Kyler Wynn got shot out of a cannon from Travis Brown. Walking in front of the field on lap 12. Excellent choice.
Great idea, fella.
Travis Brown to
There you
the
go.
outside. Kyler Wynn to the low line. Here comes Joe Armstrong through the middle. These guys are going nuts tonight. More so than usual.
They heard 16 cautions and said, those are rookie numbers.
Gotta bump that up. They got Dylan Kemp, the lap car, directly in front of them. Jaden Carter's already been lapped. So hold your breath, folks. Travis Brown out in front at Daytona. 13 laps completed. Get Tyler Gary. Solid tandem right there. Dylan Kemp looks like he'll be caught in a good spot down the back straightaway.
Will he get out? Yeah, he will.
Does oblige. He would like to come back up as soon as possible to get the draft. It actually looks like he's going to maintain speed because they caught him in such a good spot. So he'll just kind of naturally blend in somewhere in the middle of the pack, and he'll just ride out and get his lap back if we wreck. When we wreck for the third time at some point later tonight. And there...
Oh, there it is. Kyler Wynn.
Oh, it's a mess.
That was almost instantaneous.
Wow. There we go. Commentators' cars haven't had it in a while, but it's back tonight. Very proud of that one. That was good. Let's take a look at what happened here. Like you said, Kyler Wynn definitely involved.
One after is very funny.
I mean, I barely left my tongue. Here we go. That's a mess right there. So it looks like the bump from Cozy into Jay Riot. Good angle of it here. That's interesting because it almost looks like for half a second, the 82 like somehow gets loose right about there. He's coming down just a tad bit. Cozy hits the 97. He comes up just a tiny bit, but he's getting squeezed. Nowhere to go. Up into AJ Green. James Mendez just... Oh, he doesn't miss it. Oh,
yeah,
no.
The James Mendez one was very funny.
Oh. I was going to say, oh, look at him. He just barely missed it. And they're still wrecking. Dalton Hayes, Parker White again. Dylan Triley might have been involved. It was just a cascading effect. The third caution. Poor AJ Green. So right, you just feel so bad because you're like, all right, AJ or James Mendez, look at that. Crank to the left, you're golden. Not anymore. Him and Andrew Cootie coming together. And then back down the racetrack, the 81 Darren Stoff, nothing he could have done. The 420 machine, also a rookie, forgot to mention him earlier, Philip Bridgman getting involved, Falkingham involved. And then it's Dalton Hayes. Oh, Parker White actually gets into him there. Interestingly enough, let's take a look. Kind of like, you think you're good, and maybe you could say the 47 lets it roll too much, but I mean, he does, like, on there, he's on the brakes, but just unlucky. Don't know that there's that much damage, but there will be a little bit. Middle part of the nose pushed in a little bit. Yeah,
I gotta say, seeing a Coke Series champion make the same mistake that I would likely make is honestly refreshing.
it's like, all right.
You assume that car is going to the wall. They're like, all right, they aren't holding their brakes.
Like, yeah. It's such a tough call because if he slams on his brakes the second he gets out of the grass, he's still going to be in the middle of the track. But it's like, do you let it roll all the way to the wall? Do you, like, it's just a tough situation.
Tough call. Yeah.
Not blaming either of them for that. Just one of those super speedway racing deals. That was just unfortunate for both of them. Another Mountain Dew car, though. And his also third career start. Actually, please, hang on. How about that? The Mountain Dew cars both making their 3rd career starts tonight. A little bit of a tidbit there. Lights are off on top of the pace car. Get back going lap 18. Looks like Dylan Dreiling stayed out to lead a lap, get that bonus point. That's one of the playoff drivers. So Dylan Kem. Oh, problems early for Kem. He's not here at the moment. Upload packet loss. You saw it right there. So it's not that not his choice to leave. So problems with one of the playoff drivers early on. And then the other lap down car, Jaden Carter, who is 4 down. Other than that, I imagine Dylan Kem will want to reconnect as quickly as possible. Hope it's nothing too major and he can get back going and back on the lead lap. I know that was a short run, but man, that was massively entertaining. From that second restart to our 3rd caution.
I don't think we're going to be settling down at all tonight. Unless we can get the magical green flag run where everything spreads out.
Yeah, and honestly, to get those, I think more often this season it takes a near wreck and everyone freaks out and separates, and then they kind of just run single file. I don't think we've just naturally had it go green in a while. They started off the season pretty well, first 5 races or so, but last 5 have been a little bit more chippy. But here we go, back underway.
Yeah, those early races, we kept seeing the near crashes, as we were calling them, but everyone was able to keep it straight going forward. Now they're like, I ain't got no more talent.
They're like, well, they're not even that. They're like, all right, y'all can handle that. So they just keep upping the line, and they haven't kind of reset it since. They're like,
oh, we're already 3 wide.
Just keep the pushes keep getting bigger and bigger, and at some point, these folks just can't handle them no more. But you won't hear a driver in the field be like, I can't, don't push me to the front. They're going to want to go to the front. You're Andrew Cootie, you're like, hit me right now, middle of the corner, 3 wide, I don't care.
And he did.
I want to go to the front, and that's where he's going right now. Kyler Wynn happy to oblige for the time being. It's all about, can you keep it somewhat predictable, Dylan Dreiling? That was not predictable. Kind of a, do I want to block you, kind of, but he didn't give it to it kind of haphazardly. That'll hurt the momentum of that low line, which is now led by Andrew Cootie.
Look at this 2-car tandem.
82 proving to be a good pusher. We've also seen him make some great blocks in the opening quarter of this race.
Now that we know that car got hot, Cootie gonna now block the middle.
And that's going to get them all bent out of shape. It wasn't stable, but it survived for now. It'll kind of evaporating just a tad bit, and more than a tad bit. There's only 1 car there. Daniel Falkingham dropping back. Joe Armstrong tried to clear that 26, not able to do so. Andrew Cootie with a big move, and it's going to spin out Armstrong in front of the field, and there he goes. We stay green. Because it was just Joe Armstrong. Take a look here. He's going to try to clear. Gary not able to do so, caught in no man's land. And he comes down, and 24 getting shoved all the way by the 76, gets him in the right rear. 76 still getting hit from Kylo Wynn, and eventually there he goes. Doesn't actually hit anything, so he'll be okay to continue. Just needs a caution. And that's kind of one of the incidents we were talking about. It breaks up the field. Everyone gets all squirrely. So now give it...
Oh, and Moonhead and Kyler Wynn were about to go around there.
At 82. Look at Jay Riot snaking through the middle. No period toe. The 54 is right there. Jay Riot still making moves. It's very aggressive drivers up here in the front. It's Tyler Gary that leads from Cozy, from Sean Rafferty, your top three. Dylan Kemp was able to reconnect. He's 3 laps down. Jaden Carter still 4. Ross Corlett making a move to the bottom. Falkingham through the middle. Kyler Wynn, if we just keep the camera on him. Massively entertaining night. He's making moves all over this racetrack. Probably not in his best interest, you know, keep the car in one piece, but it's entertaining.
You gotta need someone to come over the radio and tell these front, I think it's 12 drivers, hey, you're about, or front 14.
Front 14, AJ Green.
It's just
from
like
Scott Warren. They're trying to get there. They're 9/10 off as it stands right now. Now they're a second off. They're just outside of the bubble, but look how racy they're getting. That's what you're telling us. Hey, we finally have our breakaway. Let's try and get some green flag pit stops, you know, log some laps. And
but they're like, nah, there's 14 of us. We got to be 3 wide. I got to lead this 14-man pack.
And then there's 15 and 19, and then there's a 2-second gap of only a couple of cars. And I don't think, no offense to these guys, but we got a couple of rookies in here. Don't think they're going to be able to catch. But you got Tucker Minner, Milano. Only 3 cars.
There's a yellow. Why is there a yellow?
It's because it's Bobby Zielinski. Oh, destroyed.
Wait. Oh, come on!
Oh.
What?
Oh, they've done it again, haven't they? Why do they keep doing this? Oh, he took him out. He just killed him. Engine blown and everything. He's pushing. They're working together. Gets a little overheated. Trying to make the swap. He's trying to cut down in front of Milano. And he just misjudges it. So 100% said you couldn't have it. No penalties with that. Will be a penalty against Tucker Minter, so we can go ahead and do the penalty report here. He's at 3.5. So not ideal.
I can't. I'm protesting the Coke Series drivers.
That's not ideal, honestly. Let's see, because you go from 3.5 to 4.5. Let me just refresh myself on the rules again. Where's that link at? There we go. Yep. Great. Foul number 4, a 15-point penalty. So that's Tucker Minter 15 points down the drain for, I think, the 4-time winner. You get to 6, you're a 1-race suspension, and I don't believe... Now, well, if they cause multiple, they could get there. I mean, but if you cause multiple, you're also looking at a 1-race suspension for that. So, Tucker Minter's 15-point penalty. Brutal for his championship hopes. But yeah, we've seen that a couple of times this season from the Coke drivers specifically. Not always Tucker Minter and Zielinski, but whether it be Seth the Merchant or Chris Hill, like we've just seen that incident. Probably it's like the 4th time now where they're trying to make the swap and they just hook each other. Just strange, really. Good news for Dylan Kemp, Jaden Carter. They get a lap back. Nathan Barrows will be your race leader. Got a Michael Cozy Jr. But I think Barrows will come in and pit. He stayed out, led that lap, and he'll give up the lead, most likely to Cozy. He'll give up the lead, and there goes Cozy. He'll get himself a bonus point as well in pursuit of his 9th championship. Can he reel up there? What's his 5th start tonight? On Rafferty making his return, sitting there. Can't see the number because it's black. We'll have to change that. But it's 14 starts. Got a couple of guys up there that haven't had a whole lot of starts, but they're looking very good. Kyler Wynn, his 12th start tonight. He's going crazy.
Big move tonight.
Yeah, everybody's still running. Jaden Carter involved in a couple things tonight. Zielinski obviously going to have to tow. And he did tow and got the fast repair, so he's no fast repair, but he's back in the race. Lights right on top of the pace car, going back green lap 27. Also on the front row. That's just a very stacked front
row. This is your weekly reminder that Alabama lost to Vanderbilt.
That's good. They need that. I think it was like their first time in 40 years. That's what the non-Coke driver winless streak feels like right now. Michael Cozy Jr. gets back underway. 27. "32 cars on the lead lap. 2 drivers 1 lap down, and Jaden Carter 3 laps down."
I thought Jay Wright. Oh, we've got the 222 going up there to make that 3rd line.
Pretty sure the 17 has a very similar paint scheme. DJ Smith. Or at least now they do. They got the X-Side paint scheme going on. So we got similar schemes there. 222, 17, but
222 is trying to drop to the back. That connection is not great.
Jay Wright making a move to the inside. Let's hope they're not side by side here on a photo finish. We'll worry about that a little bit later. Gary leads at the line. Bonus point in his corner. Kyler went all over the back. Your pole sitter 3rd in line on the outside. And while they're not dead yet, let's go ahead and crank it up for the first time here tonight live on YJ Media Playoff Racing. Buckingham, Andrew Cooley, I think exactly. Milano, caution is out. And we had seen it from that right rear suspension outside line just imploded.
What in the world happened?
Oh, so it's actually, we didn't get the front angle, but we got the suspension. It's actually Buckingham making that move, which stacks up that line. He tries to time it. Puts him in the left rear, puts him into the wall, and then we saw from this onboard them dropping like a rock. And it is James Mendez getting into the back. Parker White does not push him into it, so it's Mendez getting into Milano, getting him all bent out of shape, and chain reaction, which then at that point, after the deceleration, Parker White does put Mendez into Milano into Andrew Cootie.
The way that Cootie and Mendez hit the wall, just like in sync, was hilarious. I'm sorry.
It was pretty in sync. But that one will go down towards, that will go on Mendez. Pretty sure. Kickstarting that whole thing. You could say, oh, well, Buckingham put him back there, which was true, but he had been fine since then. He had stabilized. Let's see who's going to stay out. I'm really surprised Rod flagged it. So everybody came in. That's, you don't see that all the time. We really do not see that hardly ever. Looks like with that though, Dylan Kemp, Bobby Zielinski back on the lead lap. And Jaden Carter should be 2 down, I believe. 3? 2 or 3. One of those. Tyler Gary wins the race off pit road. I think we go an extra lap because we have the lap cars. So if we could just get a caution without lap cars, it would technically speed up the process just a tad bit.
If we could not get caution.
Yeah, I mean that too. But if we're gonna get the cautions, let there be no lap cars. Well, we won't even have to do a separate lap for pitting. So.
No cautions, no more, please. You know who's lucky they've stopped showing up?
Who?
And it's specifically for this week and this week alone, is Ross Corlett.
Why?
The Red River rivalry is this week.
Hmm.
And that man's an Oklahoma fan.
But you know he's right there, right?
Wait, what?
You realize he's right there.
I missed him this entire time. He's so insignificant to me. Just like OU is to Texas.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Texas by 30, I can't lie. I told you at the beginning of the season, like, you were going to take them out behind the woodshed, so. And
Hey, only undefeated team in the SEC.
that's what I was saying. Like, the time is upon us. Y'all actually are fully back, established, and OU is floundering, so.
They don't know what a quarterback is, and we got 2 of them. Our quarterback's about to go 1-2 in the draft this year.
That's a wild comment, I won't lie.
It's also not possible.
So James Mendez says he's not taking responsibility for that wreck. I think it was your fault, though. I really do.
It was your fault.
I really do believe that it was your fault.
Honestly, I'll blame it on Ross Corlett.
Speaking of that, though, Mendez destroyed Cootie. Also not going. There's Joe Swanson leaving. So they got big problems, especially Mendez. No fast repair and missing the entire Front clip. Big problems. Not great.
You're saying Corlett doesn't have a scheme for the Red River rivalry, doesn't support OU, does not have faith in his team. I mean, I wouldn't either if I was an OU fan.
They almost lost to 2024 Auburn. Auburn is cheeks. They stole a recruit from us today, but...
Well, I mean, it's Georgia Tech. It's not
but here's the thing, though, like, and I mean this so seriously. Actually, a better program with a brighter future. Unironically, GT is better than Auburn.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Not in Alabama. So.
Here we go, back underway. College football. You gotta love it.
Like, I don't know what college football or high school players looking like. Yo, let's go to Alabama if you're not going to Alabama.
Right. Like Atlanta, middle of nowhere, Alabama, but it's not Alabama. That's an interesting choice.
How do y'all not sell Atlanta more?
We tried with the last planet. He couldn't coach football. That's all he did was try to sell Atlanta, but he couldn't sell a defensive scheme or an offensive scheme. He couldn't scheme anything.
Looking for
losses to the Citadel and Temple in Northern Illinois. God, it hurts. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, wait. Oh. Hang on to it, fellas.
He's in the grass. How is he gonna make this back up?
Holy cow. I was like, which X-side scheme is it? They didn't make it, though. That was almost big time trouble. Oh, Moperi in the wall. Second tackle closed right up.
I was really hoping that would have been Corlett. It's my week, all right?
And it says, if he doesn't end up in the catch fence, it's a waste. And it says, I need you to be Carl Edwards' Brad K finish. Talladega 2012.
I can't wait to come back next week, and we've lost to OU inexplicably.
Now that would be fun.
Again.
That would be really funny.
Like, it's just... Like, OU has struggled all year. Like, it's just a fact. But they're gonna come to, like... We're gonna go play this game, and we're just not gonna be able to play defense.
Man, they're gonna get it up, though. They'll be hyped up. Red River rivalry. All right, well, we're gonna play super good football for 1 week, just because it's Texas.
We are everyone's Super Bowl. Did I just hear an engine blow?
I don't see.
I heard something. Sean Rafferty having problems.
Travis Brown.
What are they doing?
Hang on to it, fellas. That might. I don't know what we got going on here. Just working out of 4 hip checks. The 81. I don't know how they didn't wreck. Holy!
Did I hear an engine blow? Yeah, DJ Smith. Wait, what?
Wait. Yeah, there he is.
Wait.
Let's back it up.
What?
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Oh, money shifted, but he shouldn't be shifting. Hit the shifter or something, but yeah, he blew up. You were right.
What? Brother?
There you go. So that something has happened after that, which then broke up the pack.
There's a lot going on right now.
We've just lost the plot here.
We're not even halfway.
James Mendez is going without a front clip. Jaden Carter still trying to get all his laps back. Andrew Cootie also rejoined the race. All 35 cars still going. There's just a lot going on right now. But we can kind of calm down. We have a 19-car pack. And then 20th to 31st. DJ Smith came in for a fast repair with his whatever the heck he did. Now 1 lap down to join the other 3 lap cars.
Does he get in voice chat? He does not. I wanted to go ask him.
It's not like you're shifting, so it's like he just had to either the equipment failure or he just hit the shifter randomly. I mean, either one is unfortunate. Pit 2 gang, Dean Clavitt, Jacob Rock, Mo Perry. The description of the voice chat: Mo Perry is about to go off the rails. He's currently the last car in the lead pack. 3 seconds ahead of Travis Brown in 20th, or 19th, I should say.
I'm going to ask a question, and this is specifically because I've never had an H pattern shifter for iRacing. But, like, is it literally just you touch it and it will shift, like, if you moved it?
Listen, that's why I just use my paddle shifters, because I'm uneducated. I don't have the capacity.
You also done that? Because that would, like, if you have children, and this is just assuming that DJ Smith is like an actual adult in this situation, and had like a child just walk in, slam the H pattern shifter, and just like race over.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, I know H pattern.
It's like that would be a good explanation. Anything else is just like, what is going on?
Yeah, it's like, please be equipment failure, you know. Look at Parker White up there in third. Still got a little bit of left rear damage. James Mendez is about to be very quickly a world of hurt, but I imagine he'll
just hope get out the way. Yep. Get far out the way. Get lower.
Just don't make it a question, because you're not keeping up with the draft anyways. But that's a piece of junk. Be that guy, but you gonna need some more cautions. Like we lost the 420 machine from the second pack. Leaders are actually being somewhat organized here, more so than they have been. A lot of single file, but just like that, outside line reforms as we are working off turn number 4. This will be halfway. Oh, there goes Joe Armstrong. Oh, right to Tyler Gary.
How do you do it?
That's the second time. Oh, I'm in my prime. Number 2. All right, let's take a look at what happened here.
At least we made it to halfway.
Yeah, halfway. Your halfway caution. Presented by... So this will be Tyler Gary. The bag of that 22 a couple of times to get them unsettled. Look up the track. Dylan Riley finally just finishes them off. And that was it. Actually, unless I'm missing something up here. That was about it. Shouldn't have had the caution. Joe Armstrong was below the apron. Didn't need it.
That's some big facts.
Like, just delay. Below the apron. Didn't need it. Oh well. Happens to the best of us. So that's most likely on Tyler Gary. We know Tucker Minder has one in his corner. Gary's at 2.5, so he'll go to 3.5. That's a 10-point penalty. Some of your playoff drivers, I mean, shows the importance of racing clean. Just by doing not penalty-worthy things, you just get a couple extra points in your corner by default. The Padres are blowing it.
Don't say that.
They're getting absolutely embarrassed. They haven't scored a run in 23 consecutive innings. It's not like the Dodgers are doing anything. They got one solo home run. It's 1-0, but it's game 5, so... Padres bats ice cold. Ice cold. My goodness.
NLDS is best of 5, right?
Correct.
I am sad.
Oh, yeah. Padres blew it.
I mean, they have 2 innings.
It's over. They literally haven't scored in 23 consecutive innings.
Oh, and the Dodgers also just scored another run.
Oh, it's over. Well, good thing the underdogs are going to pull through.
What?
That's the joke.
What? Don't say that. Don't even entertain
That's what
that.
they unironically think.
I know.
I hate it.
Oh, Tawny's over 3 this game, and they might actually win it.
Oh, Padres.
Mookie Betts over 3.
Well, that's nothing. That's not uncommon for him at this point. Oh, the
Fernando
Padres.
Tatis also over
And of
3.
course, the Braves will decide to go ahead and get swept. Well done, Bravos.
The Padres have 2 hits. Luis Arias, which obviously, and their catcher whose name I can't pronounce without sounding racist.
We're getting a Mets-Yankees World Series I wouldn't watch.
I would not.
I would just see it on Twitter and just watch the hatred, but I can't stand to see the Mets be successful. The Mets beat Philly, which was great and funny. Now they can go ahead and get swept. I don't care.
Like I don't want to watch it and
give me.
Like, I don't want either of those teams.
I wanted the Tigers.
I can't say that.
I wanted the Tigers to go all the way. The gritty Tigers or whatever.
I would have been okay with that after they beat us. Like they're not a lot of fun.
They got a game 5 with the Guardians coming up too, though. I think tomorrow night. Royals couldn't hang with the Yankees. Unfortunate.
I'm shocked. Our only savior is Tigers Guardians right now.
Yeah.
Oh no. Every other potential World Series winner is awful.
Yeah. As long as it's not the Phillies, though.
It can't be the Yankees. It can't be the Dodgers. I will settle for Mets. I will cry actual real tears if it's the Yankees or the Dodgers. Baseball's gone. Game's gone.
Game's gone.
Game's gone. I want Aaron Judge to retire ringless.
Man, that would be funny. I love what Shohei Ohtani has done for baseball, but since he went to the Dodgers, I just don't want him to have success.
I also want him to retire ringless.
It's like, thanks for growing the game, but you're on the Dodgers, so I hope you just flame out every postseason.
Like, went from being my second favorite Angel of all time to I don't like you. Stop existing.
He definitely gambles.
He does. Translator was the fall guy.
Here we go, back for the restart. Kyler Wynn back underway.
That's a big jump.
He gone. Not what you want to do on these tracks, though.
I mean,
it works. Yeah, they'll teamwork it, but ideally, if you didn't, half the field didn't know each other, that'd be a bad idea. Even the non-coat guys, like these guys, have raced together so long. Just the league as a whole, they all know what's going on most of the time. They still wreck each other, but they understand. All right, I gotta get a big jump. I want the outside lines. I'm gonna pull up in front of you. So on and so forth. 44 laps completed this time by Kyler Wynn, his 12th career start tonight, and he ended in victory lane. They'll put it on lap 41, so if they go to the fuel range, 25 gets them to 65. So technically, if they were able to run a full fuel run, there'd be only one more stop remaining. But haven't seen it so far tonight in the trends. About 5 to 10 laps would be a caution. So we'll have a couple more cautions, and then we'll just see how it goes. Big move there by Joe Swanson, but immediately going to be bypassed by the Coke Series drivers. That's what you got to put up with sometimes. Just two guys that are at the top of their game. You go down to block that run, and they instantly just make a move around you anyways, and they go right to the front. You're like, well, that's what I was trying to get in front of. I wanted that run.
I wanted to be a part of this, and they said no.
Yeah. Now poor
They
Jake.
also did wreck each other.
Now Joe Swanson's back to 12th, and Walensky and Becker. But see, that's the funny thing. They just completely hooked each other a handful of laps ago, and now it's like, all right, Zelensky, no fear, no whatever. Clearly an accident, just pushed me to the front again. It's like, all right, let's go. Now we got a lot of 2x2. Got most of this field, 26 rows, 26 cars, 13 rows deep. And then a second group back here that's been involved in a lot of stuff. Mendez at least has a front clip again. Tyler Gary does not. Fast repair, obviously that would have been fixed. Or he's just trying to save it, but... Oh, problems! It was preemptive, but they ended up wrecking anyways. Little preemptive. They still wrecked. That's good news for that second pack. More damage to get fixed, laps to get waved back around. And this was just... Looks like I had seen Scott Warren go up the hill. Let's take a look. Looks like Kenny Reel. Oh yeah, he just gets into that left rear. Not sure what that was about. He just kind of drifts aimlessly, left rear, all out of shape, and Scott Warren, not his fault he got hit into that, but him getting up
Such a lucky move here.
Gets into Jacob Roth, and then that checks everything up. Sean Rafferty bounces off of him into Jay Riot, who then turns him into the path of Travis Brown, who's getting turned from Nathan Barrows. Odd flag behind that. Get hit by the 420 of Bridgman. Milano and Frisch having to make evasive maneuvers. Joshua Murphy trying to go around. A big old mess. See if anyone elects to stay out for bonus points, and doesn't look like it. No takers again, interestingly enough. So still one more stop required. Bobby Zelensky wins the race off pit road.
On 2 cars behind him. It's his best friend. One who put him in the outside wall.
Ohio State versus Oregon kicks off at 7:30, and then the Guardians-Tigers Game 5, first pitch at 8:08. They just got a big day tomorrow, State of Ohio does.
Doesn't matter, though.
2 versus 3, I'd say it matters.
Eh. It's Big Ten football. It's not enjoyable.
I mean...
It's not Indiana.
The people of Indiana.
Saying there are 4 undefeated teams in the Big Ten. Only one in the SEC.
Big Ten better confirmed?
Disagree. They don't play anyone in the Big Ten.
They play each other.
That's not a real challenge now, is it?
Neither is it in the SEC.
All right.
Frauds everywhere. Frauds everywhere.
Max, how you feeling about Friday, November 29th?
Is that when we played Georgia?
Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah, exactly. It just means more.
It'll be, what, 8 years in a row?
Hey, if they need your year, it's this year.
Yeah.
Although they kind of, they might be on a revenge streak after the Alabama thing.
Yeah.
But they do have to come to DKR.
Please beat them.
I would like to.
Please win. Give them 2 losses. It'd be funny.
They don't make playoffs again. The get-in price for the Texas A&M game is $567.
That's outrageous. Game's gone, isn't it?
We're gonna lose in Kyle Field on the final week, and I'm just gonna lose it. That's true. They will. Iowa State's better than Iowa. Purdy built that program.
The house that Purdy built.
Hey, wait, y'all can actually develop talent in Iowa? Let's go to Iowa State.
Oh boy, Iowa football. This is what they got us talking to because pace laps are so long. Talking about Iowa football. I mean, come on. Brutal.
I mean, I think the funniest part of all of it is the fact that Iowa State's developed a better quarterback than Iowa could.
How are you an underdog to West Virginia? Back underway with Bombi Zielinski, Tucker Minter. Continue to be one of the best 2-car tandems in the field, except when they're hooking each other. It almost happened again right there.
Not even working with each other right now.
Yeah, Perry into the back of Zielinski. Joe Armstrong to the back of Kyler Wynn. Parker White was... Oh, look at Armstrong. Splitting them 3 wide. Right through the middle. Cozy not going with him. And Mo Perry gets turned in front of the field.
Caution.
Caution is out. Oh, more problems. Tyler Gary. Good use of the brakes from the 96. Dead stop on the back straightaway. Along with Jaden Carter. Josh Murphy involved. into the wall. Let's see what happened here to Mr. Mo Perry. It looks like he's getting pushed from Kenny Reel. He's getting pushed from Falkingham. He's just not connected into the left rear of Cozy. Scott Warren, Falkingham, Dalton Hayes, Dylan Dreiling, Dean Clavitt, AJ Green, Tyler Gary, Josh Murphy, all involved. Just a chain reaction wreck right there. Go more with Kevin Spencer. Got it. Good use of how to good demonstration of how to use the brakes. So just take your time, get it refired. Second collision there. On board with Mo Perry. Just a tad bit. You just see in line behind Zielinski. Your one goal is to push him. And all of a sudden you're going around. James Mendez said he took the chicane. Let's take a look.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah, he did take the chicane. The entry was a little suspect, but decent exit. Michael Cozy Jr., that's a really bad beat here because you're just sitting back. Back it up a little bit. All you see is, really, you don't see it. You see it right there. You're all right, we're getting some momentum. Killed. Steering broke, left rear destroyed. Big problems. Scott Warren right behind Cozy, gonna get a good look at this, and a whole lot you can do. Not the most damage. 3.5 minutes of damage, and I think Cozy had used his fast repair earlier. For one of the earlier wrecks, like the first or second or third caution, just one of the very, very early ones. So, not insurmountable, but not ideal with less than 30 to go. He should be able to get it like about a minute-ish fixed each time, so he'll be able to get it all fixed, but it's not something you'd rather want to deal with as a championship contender. Such is the nature of super speedway racing.
Just one big gamble. And despite that, the co-drivers keep coming out on top. Also, I like how Corbin tried to change the subject. Why do you say look at Ross's car?
Look at Ross in car. All right.
Oh.
Where'd he end up at?
Oh, his in car.
Where is he at here? Ross Corlett, yellow flag.
You know, usually people have to pay for that kind of treatment. Like,
Ooh.
there's a thing.
Oh.
There's a channel point redemption for this. I don't know why we're giving it out for free.
Just went right through it.
Gosh, man. Gotta drive up interactions.
Get ready for the restart here. Lap 55.
I still have my full faith in Michael P. Frisch.
Parker White's going to bring it home for me.
Still not a bad bet, so yeah.
I mean, you just pick one of the Coke Series drivers. It's just not a bad option. It's really, you can't go too wrong.
Like, you are likely to be right by just picking one of them.
Mm-hmm.
If you just pick someone that, like, has raced for Altus, your chance to be right is, like, 50%.
Mm-hmm. Here we go, back underway. Tucker Minter, great jump with Zielinski again. Joe Armstrong already get a jump to the high side, as is Kyler Wynn. Leaves Kenny Reel on the bottom with Rod Flag. Approaching 25 laps to go. Dryland kind of stuck in no man's land for the time being, but that third lane will form pretty quick once they get up to speed. Good move there from Kyler Wynn. Get the 22 right in tow. Two-car tandem as the 10 and the 118 kind of get disconnected. And that was... Man, that was aggressive. Holy cow.
Been the name of the game tonight.
I mean, just so
we're
wild.
Causing problems. We're about to be 3 wide. Tucker Minter in the outside wall. And
there it is.
Oh, Moonhead. Oh, Frisch.
Right front and destroyed on Kyler Wynn's car. And I mean, that is just so aggressive. Almost to the point where it's just... I mean, he pushes you to the lead.
Oh, Kyler Wynn. What is Tucker Minter doing? Just go live on Tucker Minter real fast.
I'll get to it in a second. But yeah, he pushes you to the lead, and then you block him up into the fence. and then you lose all momentum. You just kind of I don't know what this is, to be honest. Then you nearly take out Rod, and you're stuck in no man's land. Almost get him again there. For the record, he does not cause the wreck. He just ends up putting himself in the middle of the chaos, which eventually takes him out of the race. So the wreck is caused... Is Tucker Minter again? Is this a second one? Because that would really ding him on points.
I mean, it really depends on if Ron wants to call it on him, but it does start with him.
Let's see here. Let's take a look. So actually, can he reel into the back of Joe Armstrong? Or is this potentially Zelensky getting in? How do you call this? I don't know. Either way, there you go. Into the wall, back down in front of the track. Kyler Wynn, Darren Stoff. Everybody else, DK, Frisch, Travis Brown, AJ Green. Is this what you were talking about, him just going backwards?
I mean, he took it through the entire corner, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he did.
It was just funny.
And Rod Flag finally going to stay out and get his bonus point. There we go.
In my opinion, you do have to, like, it is between Tuckerman or Zelensky on who that, like, that's an at fault. Like, because you put yourself in that position, like, they are communicating together. Like, they should be better than that. Like, going up, forcing it 3 wide where you barely have a car length. I mean, we saw Kyle Busch try to do that a couple weeks ago, and look what happened. He threw away, almost a 20-year streak of winning races? It's like, if the professional can't do it, like, you might be a professional at the video game, it's still going to be very hard.
Right.
And you give yourself some breathing room. Wait a lap. We still got 20 of them to go. 30 of them to go. Jeez.
Yes, it looks like we've lost Sean Rafferty and Kyler Wynn. No offense to Kyler Wynn. It's entertaining, the moves being made at times, but it was out of control for a bit. Almost over that line just a tad. But also very entertaining. So take your pick, honestly. But it'll get him the 34th place finish, more than likely. 420 machine still on pit road getting service. Handful of laps down, I think 5, and there he goes. But still working on that car. $22 laps to go, right in the final fuel window. Right at it. Rod will have to pit one more time for sure. Everybody else, fairly close. We'll see, though. Penalty points will be handed out to several playoff drivers, so it'll be something to monitor, and we'll update you next week, top of the show.
I'm just seeing someone rank the top 10 games of Week 7. This is by College Football Report. Number 1 is obviously Ohio State, Oregon. Going to be a good game. Then Ole Miss, LSU. Then Kansas State, Colorado. Right? Number 4 is the Red River rivalry. The Red River Shootout. Number 4. That is number 1. It is one of the best rivalries in college football.
Which is?
The Red River rivalry.
Oh, or so. Okay, I
Yeah,
was got that at
I'm
number 4. Ole Miss
just
LSU
dumb.
can't be that good.
It can't. I'm gonna block that person.
Man said, this is not. I mean, it's just bait.
It's rage bait. Like
Yeah.
it's just
Georgia Tech, North Carolina,
and
number 1 game of the week.
they have Iowa, Washington on here. No one wants to watch Iowa football.
Here we go for the restart. 21 laps to go. Actually, we should be good on fuel if we don't wreck again, but we're going to wreck again. Rod flag gets us back underway.
Where's the inside line at?
Got Joe Armstrong, Joe Swanson, Andrew Cootie there. Milano, Jay Wright, Harry Tiller all up inside this top 10. Who will, if any, this season, can we just get a non-coke driver to win a race?
No.
I'll concede the championship. They got a 70% chance of blocking that down. But will they get a singular race win? Parker White, big move to the bottom. And we're wrecking to the back. Mo Perry spinning like a top. Yellow is out. What the heck happened to Mr. Mo Perry? Oh, they killed him. They killed our boy. Man. Kenny Reel?
What in the world?
Go ahead and give yourself that penalty.
What?
There's really not a whole lot to look at here. I mean, this is it. Trying to desperately lock and get back in line. But I mean, this is the whole caution. That's it. Bang. Killed him. Engine blown. I mean, that's it. There's nothing. I mean, you can go on board with it maybe, but that's our review. We'll be here for a minute now. Oh, that's brutal. Just riding along right at the back of the pack, and he's not happy. I think Kenny Reel just parked it after that. I think he parked it because he knew it was terrible. Oh boy. He was told he was clear. That's unfortunate. But the visual, I don't know. I hear that a lot. The averaging spotter is not perfect, but I understand it. Like, it's the mentality. It clear is clear, so you just assume, but it is not perfect, unfortunately. In this case, this is Exhibit 1 million whatever. Unfortunately. Nobody's perfect. You just, at the end of the day, we all just move on. So. Looks like the top 3 stayed out, so I would assume they're good on fuel, and they kind of know with the way the race has been trending that they'll get some more cautions to save fuel. So I think we're officially in the final fuel window, and we're good to
go. Mo Perry's official words, not very happy about it.
Yeah.
While also listening to one of just the most mid System of a Down songs there is.
Yeah.
But he does have a fast repair, so he's good.
Yep.
Watch DK almost wreck him on the entrance pit road,
Nice.
and Dean push him into pit road. Yeah, a talented bunch here.
There are a bunch, though.
They're our bunch.
So we'll have restart with 17 laps to go. It's a short caution review. We have a whole extra lap of pacing. No end in sight. But everyone will be good on fuel. Officially out of the race, Sean Rafferty, Kyler Wynn, 35th, 34th. Philip Bridgman still running 4 laps down. It'll be a tall task for him to get back on the lead lap, but second career start, just needs the experience at this point of running around with everybody else, seeing how these things operate. Actually 5 laps down, I believe. And then Kenny Reel, I believe we also, we just saw him park at Mo Perry, fast repair. Bridgman only 4 down, my apologies. So not actually involved. 4 down, I mean, it'll take a lot, but, I mean, you
Why are we 3 wide under the apron?
Trying to save fuel. You owned up to it, said sorry, realized it's a bad look. We call that accountability. We love that here on YJ Media. What more can you do?
I'm gonna make fun of you.
I mean, yeah, it's a terrible look. I can't lie, but again, the accountability is crucial. Because there are people.
Some people I've heard.
There are people that do that, and they're just like they just don't respond. They're just like, whatever.
I mean, hey, we've had a guy be like, I don't care about y'all. I only care about myself and where I put myself.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who that could be.
Could be a decent amount of people we interact with.
It really could. Well, only one person has actively said it.
Yeah. You have to fill me in off podcast.
He made you a winner.
Oh. Yeah. Good times over the seasons here. Good times. So Mo Perry will be all right to get back on the lead lap. 420 will eventually pass Kenny Reel to move into 32nd. So we got 32 cars running, with 30 of them on the lead lap. Pace cars off. Parker White, field and control, back underway. Outside line is just, that's where they want to be. Greg Tiller's like, what did I do wrong?
On these restarts, that inside line just does not exist. Oh, there's gonna be another check up.
Check up on the inside.
Oh, we got a tight squeeze to the middle. Michael Cozy Jr. That was close.
Had 3.5 minutes of damage. Has multiple cautions since then. Should be mostly good to go. See a little bit of a left rear crinkle, but at this point he's going inside the top 15, looking for more. Cars driving fine. Give it 16 laps to go. 32 cars running, 30 on the lead lap. And it's 420s gotten around the 011, so running order is as it is. Zielinski dropping like a rock through the middle.
Oh, he tried to force himself. He almost ended it all.
Still dropping like a rock. We'll have to pick up Joe Swanson this time. And if I'm Joe Swanson, you see, some people, they remember that. Like, remember when I tried to pull in front of you and Minter and you left me? Some people would remember that.
He doesn't have anywhere to go.
And not help. But like you said, he is boxed in, and he's got James Mendez there too. He's getting shoved, and he almost turned him. I think Zielinski realizes it and gets out of the way. But yeah, some people... I know the Coke Series driver, you say what they want, or they're way better, they kind of do what they want to do, but you still need a little bit of help from the non-Coke guys around you. So I wouldn't discredit them entirely when it gets down to the nitty-gritty.
I'm gonna need more out of Frisch here. You're picked to win up there.
Where's he at? He's in 20th.
He's walking on that outside there.
Not a great place to be. Following behind your 2022 Draft Heart 300 winner. kind of riding along, hoping it doesn't explode in front of him. DK, a couple cars up. Nice recovery to 10th, or right around it. Bobby Zielinski does not have a fast repair remaining. Got hooked by the man he's pushing. And now we're 3x3x3 pretty much through the entire field. Makes sense with just 14 laps to go.
Now there's real pressure, real reason to actually be like this, unlike, on lap 12.
These guys want to have a good time. They're not here for a long time. They're having a good time Friday nights.
Oh, contact between Rod and Joe Armstrong. It's not a guy you want to send below the apron there, bud. And these drivers show up. They're like, we got our 2 hours for RODDCAR Friday nights. We're gonna make it what we can.
You just assume that half the field. I'll give it half. Half the field's above legal drinking age, and they just slam some alcohol before the race. You just gotta know they do.
I know at least 2 or 3 do. Confirmed.
They don't remember anything. Did I win? No, okay, whatever. Hey, they're looking real good right now. They got a real good thing going. A lot of 3 wide, looks good. Multiple lines, comers and goers, but a little bit of 4 wide there, it looks like, for a moment.
Oh, a lot of people trying to make a move to the middle there. Just gonna be Michael Cozy Jr. stuck out to dry.
Got help coming behind him. Big shove there from Minter and Zielinski. Scott Warren trying to get up there. We'll see if anyone from that top lane drops down, because now they got a little bit of momentum. Bottom lane not hooked up. Armstrong going to come up. Get that run. It's a 2-car tandem down on the bottom. Gary and Tillert. Parker White from Falkingham, your season 32 rivals.
Oh, why you got to block that Tiller? That's going to cause problems. And there it goes.
Oh, Joe Swanson up and over on his side. He almost hits Milano. Mendez tried to help him out. Oh, what? Oh, what?
What? Wait.
No.
That can't be. That's not real. That wasn't a real thing.
He's probably happy to be not stuck upside down, but that's not the way to do it.
What just happened? Was that AJ Green?
No, that was a 420.
It was Philip Brigman.
Oh, no. Oh, man. That's a good one.
I don't.
It was so late. I was sitting here laughing because we had a great POV of Milano, and then just kills him. All right, this will be a good one. We'll have plenty of time to sort through this one. Here we go. Yellow. Let's take a look at... Oh, that's just a wild ride for Joe Swanson. Let's take a look at what starts this. You said a block from Harry Tiller.
It really was. Harry Tiller and Tyler Gary were not going to let this run go around the outside of them, and they drove them up to the top line.
Yeah,
so you're not
the
going
first
around.
one's fine, but then they're still going. And yeah, I don't know about that. So then we're into it. 4 wide, everyone just chaos. Everyone just piles in. Right front explodes. Front clip explodes. Ross Corlett, Jaden Carter, Jay Riot, Zachary Milano. Dylan Dreiling got a piece of it. Travis Brown snuck through there. Milano gets it a second time. And right here is where I'm thinking, oh, this is just going to be funny. And then you're like, oh, James Mendez. You can't script it. You think, oh, he's going to hit Milano on his side. It's hang on. And then I'm like, oh, Mendez trying to help him. It's just so after the fact. What are we doing? So let me see this from Milano's POV. Because I just gotta see what's going on here. He also gets a good view of this wreck anyways.
Like, I can't wait till we see that guy's POV, because I just...
Oh, he kept his foot in it too, Milano did, and he hits the wall. So then you see, you just see that going by. It's as good as it's as funny as I thought it would be. Just a casual, hey, how you doing? Hey, how are you? And you get back going. What? I mean, come on now.
How far back was that guy?
Oh no, it's not even in frame. Oh my goodness, no. Philip. Oh no. I really try to do devil's advocate for a lot of this stuff. I really do. This one, you can't do it. The only thing you can like, there's no devil's advocate. But what I think happened, the only it's not even an excuse. It's not. Like, this should be parked. He just assumes he's gonna fly by. Milano goes in front of him to get, restarted. And rather than use the entire runoff below him because he sees a couple other cars, he just decides to plow into everybody else. I mean, that's the only logical explanation, is that he saw Milano and just decided, there's nothing I can do. That's just...
like, you already said, there's no excusing this. There's no... But, like...
Man.
You can't do this. You should not be going this fast. You should not be this careless. The caution.
So here's the funny thing, right? I could even do devil's advocate with that. He's all by himself. Yeah, catch up to the pack. Go this fast. Sure, I don't care. But when you see this, all right, now you... And here's the funny thing. He does slow down. He sees it and slows down and still hits him. He still piles in, which is just incredible to me. Because he acknowledges the wreck. He slows down a little bit and then kills him anyways. It's unreal. Honestly. So here we go with the Joe Swanson POV. Real quick, I think we're getting close to green.
We're getting green for right now.
Alright, well, here we go. Wild ride. I mean, that's just crazy to me.
Mickey comes in. I love wrecking.
And then here's the funny thing. You see him go past Milano. Yep, there you go. Good POV there. He's given up. Hands off the wheel, not even trying. Mendez tries to help him. You're like, all right, I'm about to tow. Killed. You know what? Unironically, it helps Swanson in a way.
We're about to go green.
It helps him. He gets back going. He makes the repairs or whatever. He's in the pack. I mean, he's right there. It helps him, but it still shouldn't have happened.
Couldn't have happened.
Back underway.
Like, rarely
7 laps to go.
Rarely would I call for a driver to just not be here anymore, but like, you can't do that.
And his number's 420. Oh, big problems for Joe Armstrong.
No caution? There's caution.
Hello. Alright, we'll get the caution counter up after this. It's about time. It's about that time. Here we go, right on the restart. So it looks like... Is that our boy Jacob Roth? Gonna do quarter speed here. Doesn't look like Frisch is on him, so it looks like the 27... It's like a chain reaction between Tiller, Joe Armstrong, and Jacob Roth. All out of control, back up the track into Rod Flag. Jacob Roth and Ray Tiller. And there's your chain reaction. Yeah, so back to Phillip. He's got the 420. It's his second ever career start. Clearly under the influence of some narcotics. Very fitting number-wise. I mean, that's that's it. So this will get us very close to a RODDCAR overtime. Which is just must-see TV. But look at this. We got DJ Smith up there. We got Dylan Kemp up there. Tiller Dalton Hayes is up there. Third career start for him tonight. Ethan Barrows is up there. Dean Clavitt, top 15. Scott Warren, Andrew Cootie. So we'll see. We get a non-Coke Series winner. Yeah, Dean Clavitt win.
I'm gonna go tell him that just so I can jinx it properly.
Yeah, oh boy. Everybody's good on field to the end. That's not a concern. Yeah, I can't believe that happened with Phillip. And I tried devil's advocate. It's like, hey, let's let that I just don't understand it because you see the wreck, you slow down, and then I don't get it. One of the stranger incidents I've ever seen in broadcasting. I'm doing it for probably about 2-something years now. That's just one of the stranger ones. Can't explain it. I tried to, what I think he was thinking. But you just don't know. Just no way to tell. So it looks like we'll get our natural green-white checkered here. 30 cars on the lead lap. Rod Flag 1 lap down, having to tow as a result of that last wreck. Unsure if he has a fast repair. Well, we'll see. Because that's big problems there for Mr. Rod Flag. We'll go ahead and give you our caution counters, what we're up to tonight.
I went and told them how important it was that they win. That Dean Clavitt or Jacob Roth win.
Well, that was caution number 12. So we're a little under the pace of 16. I think the most we can get now is 15, which we can. Yep, most we can get is 15. So we're 1 under our estimate. Light should be off here for the 4, so it'll be green. Actually, not a green white checker. We'll get it 3 to go. My apologies. But still, if there's a caution anytime before the white flag, it'll go to RODDCAR overtime. So.
Yep. RODDCAR overtime.
Be cool if they finished it in the next 3 laps.
But I doubt it.
But I doubt it. The Dodgers have defeated the Padres.
I can't say what I want to say.
Oh, Padres. Come on.
Just like my dad didn't show up.
let me just. Oh yeah, the replies to the Padres' final tweet gonna be great. Ended up 24 straight scoreless innings. Man. Man, you Darvish is just gonna be like, you know what? I'll go to the Dodgers at this point. Trade me. Need run support. I mean, they absolutely let that man down. So Rod Flag back out there needs 1 caution. He'll be back on the lead lap. 30 on the lead lap. 31 total and running, and then we got Phillip on pit road. So here we go. must be said, Parker White below the apron, along with Harry Tiller. Those are the only two guys, along with Zielinski. So they pitted on lap 57, so they're just trying to save as much as they can. But they haven't pitted the mini caution since lap 57, so obviously they're thinking they're good at the end. But just trying to make sure. Pace car is off. Parker White back under weight.
Can't wait for someone to block out of here. It's like, oh no, I've got to stop the run right now. It's like, I mean, yeah, you probably do.
You don't got a lot of time, but you do not have to kill yourself in turn number 1 here.
Oh, Dean.
Okay.
Dean.
Well,
you immediately, I told that man he's got to win. I went and I told him.
It said you don't got to kill yourself. He didn't kill himself, but he took himself out of contention.
I'll be right back. Honest, I'm shaming him right now. I'm not. Hey, come here, boy. Dean, what'd you do?
I got cootied.
Oh no!
The only words he gets.
Yep, that sums it up. Here we go. Coming to 2 laps to go. Can they make it around one more time? Tyler Gary leads with 2 to go. There are Dean Clavitz out of it. 29 cars separated by 2.5 seconds. The 81's probably going to lose the pack, so give it 28 cars with a chance to win. Anything can happen if they get to the white. Dylan Dryland throwing a block for about 18th. But here we go, getting squirrely. Just inside the top 10. 3 cars trying to break away just a tiny bit. Frisch right there with him. Slam drafting into the back of Parker White from Tucker Minner. Off of 3 into 4. Can they get back to the front stretch? Big block there from Falkingham trying to get a run. And at the white flag is going to be Tyler Gary. White flag race is official. Here we go. We got DK trying to make a move on the low line. Now we're wrecking right after the white flag. Harry Tiller, Tucker Minner, Joe Swanson finally going to turn him around. Big wreck. About 6th on back, 7th on back. So it was got a 6-car breakaway. And DK at the head of the field. 5 Coke Series drivers behind him. Good luck. It's 3x3. It's a drag race. The 26 and the 99 with the help. Falkingham, no help to DK. Right now it's Gary with the momentum. Cozy going to have to try and beat him. He's got a chance to the inside. He's going to make that move. Here comes Cozy. Going to have the help from DK. And Michael Cozy Jr. going to get it done.
Wow.
And Cozy, career win number 36. Parker White goes flying.
Oh my god.
DK does get second. A great start. He got into the playoffs because some people pointed out on penalties, and he gets second. Nearly thought we were going to have a non-Coke Series winner, but his help evaporated in 3 and 4. But he'll take second. Puts him in a very strong position going into next week's race. Michael Cozy Jr. gets it done. They give him a shot at the playoffs in a must-win situation.
Really in the dry for 9 right now.
He's got number 99, so it could be some foreshadowing. We'll see. But what a race. I picked to win beats yours.
By a spot.
Yep, still beat him though. Let's take a look at this wreck. They had just taken the white, and then everything exploded. As it normally does. They did get 2 laps. But even before that, poor Scott Warren just gets... That's such a weird... really quick, I just want to see what in the world. He still finished 22nd somehow. But this just looks weird. Does he... He's trying to take a left, right at the same time that Milano gets him. That's something for Ryan. But anyway, we go to Harry Tiller. Big run coming. Nice little checkup. Call it on whoever you want, but there's a chain reaction. They're trying to fight, and just chain reaction. Bam! A couple guys make it through, hit here and there. This massive chain reaction. We'll go to Mo Perry. Little white flag. See Scott Warren go down through the grass. And they all explode in front of him. Solid evasive maneuvers, runs over some debris. Oh, post-checkered flag. We don't care about this. Pickups a couple pity spots, and here we go. Crosses the line in 17th. It's a little air there, and here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. That's a new one. Let's take a look at the finish.
All right, here we go. We got all three waiting.
All right, well, here we go. What do you mean not that? He's getting it on with the fence. What more could you want me to see? 6-car breakaway. 26 able to back up for the 99. Poor DK just has no help there from that low line. 2-car tandem up top. Cozy's able to get clear of DK on the bottom, and that's the winning move right here. We're not able to get there. A little bit of a side draft. He sees the help coming. Pretty straightforward for Michael Cozy Jr. All right, let's go ahead and get your winner up here.
Big ass titties.
Excuse me?
Here with your race winner, Michael Cozy Jr., 36 career RODDCAR win. Had to earn this one for sure. Involved in a lot of nonsense early on. At one point, someone came in here and told us 3.5 minutes of damage, no fast repair, past halfway, and yet still able to get it done. Give yourself a shot at the championship.
Yeah, man, I about broke my stream deck right there. It's hanging on. Yeah, we got lucky, man. I tell you what, we avoided a couple crashes like usual, but I got jump scared earlier in the race. Somebody got turned down there on the bottom right off the restart and came up there. It was Mo. He got right reared. He hit me smack dab in that left rear wheel. And I couldn't believe I wasn't down any power. It was just like knocked my steering wheel a little crooked. But yeah, it gave me 3.5 minutes of damage, and luckily we wrecked them up tonight, so I had plenty of time to fix it on up and get it back out there, just in case we needed to wreck again and take a quick repair. But got real lucky, man. I tell you what, they stopped crashing right at the right time. We got up there and got to do them last. Like I looked down, I was like, damn, man, we only got 4 laps to go. This is it. And usually, we get into overtimes and do all that. Everybody was, so concerned saving fuel and all that stuff. I got lucky because I didn't need to. I was back there fixing damage and just came up through there, had plenty of gas. But yeah, shout out to Gary, man. He pretty much orchestrated all that there at the end. Stay in middle and just trying to keep that energy there and side draft all the cars on the bottom. And then I don't know what the hell happened past that point. They got to wrecking behind us, I guess. But it just worked out there. I weaseled my way up there and stole one from Gary. But I appreciate him and DK. We got a nice little podium up there. That's a good one to go in and start the playoffs with.
Absolutely. And speaking of the playoffs, you got the win. You're locked in next week, just having a good old time.
Yes.
Don't got to worry about it. And you'll be racing for a championship.
I'm so excited. I appreciate Rod for putting this whole bad boy on. I'm super excited we can go in next week, not have to worry about that, be locked in, no matter how the Final 5 goes. It's good to have another shot at it, and so good to be back in victory lane, man. I appreciate you guys for broadcasting VRS, baby. And all of our buddies racing tonight. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see y'all next week.
Absolutely. Congratulations again. The drive for 9 for number 99, Michael Cozy Jr. Here with your runner-up, Dylan Kem. Solid way to open up the playoffs. And for a minute there on the last lap, you were looking like you were finally going to be the non-Coke driver to win a race. But came up just a little bit short, didn't have the help. But all in all, a solid night for the 9 machine.
Yeah, I don't know, man. My internet messed up twice at the beginning of the race. Every time we would take the 1 to green, it was kicking me out of the race. I went 2 laps down on the first caution, came back, got those laps back, and then when we had the next caution, I got booted again and went 2 laps down again. Wasn't back on the lead lap till right before halfway. Shout out to Falkingham. He pushed the hell out of me. We kind of had a little hiccup in our push going into turn 3. I think right when Falkingham connected with my rear bumper, I think Parker hit him at about the same time. But he pushed the hell out of me. I wanted to make a move to the inside of Cozy going below that yellow line so bad. But I didn't want to blow a second place finish with a dumb move coming to the line. Good win to Cozy, good run to everybody. It was a good 3-on-3 battle going down the backstretch and into turn 3 there. So just the minor, I don't know. We were all pretty aggressive on the wheel going into 3, and I think that hurt our momentum a little bit. But it was a lot of fun when it was green, and it was good.
Yeah, so Cozy's locked in. You're the next best. Despite all the internet issues, you are in a really solid position for next week. Got one race and trying to get yourself locked into the Championship 5.
Yeah, we started this season really good. Then we kind of had some bad stretches where our running position during the race didn't reflect our finish. I think I was leading, basically coming to the white flag a couple times when a yellow would come out, and then when it's all said and done, we're finishing worse than 25th. So I feel like tonight we finished where we belong. We actually finally, it was the race was backwards compared to usual. Usually I'm up front and then end up in the back. Well, this whole race I was in the back and somehow ended up at the front. But thank you to you guys, all you guys, Jacob, Max, all you guys at YJ Media for putting this on for us and doing this and taking the time out of your Friday nights to help keep this thing going.
Absolutely. Appreciate the kind words. Congratulations on the podium, and we'll see you next Friday.
Sounds good, guys. See ya.
It's weird having a driver call me Jacob.
That's kind of wild, man.
I mean, it is my name here, but
that's funny.
all right, let's get.
Here with the third place finisher tonight, Tyler Gary was leading coming out of turn number 4. But we've heard time and time again this season that's not the place you actually want to be. And as a result, ends up third tonight, but solid finish and good chance to get yourself locked in next week to the Championship 5.
Thank you. Yeah, I figured the move was coming off of 4 with Cozy. I was telling Cozy and DK in Discord this after the race, but I thought Frisch was still closer up on Cozy. So I figured if I let Cozy go low, I could have Frisch come with me and help and hopefully hold off that way. But I didn't realize he had fallen back so far, and ultimately that's what cost us.
Yeah, but nevertheless, it was a 3v3. We had 3 on the outside, 3 on the inside, heading to 3v4. And at that point, all you guys being in the playoffs, you're kind of like, well, let's just not screw this up. You know, we 6th place at worst, and we go on to next week. But exciting finish nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to ruin a good race that you got going, especially when you're working with a bunch of people you're talking to in Discord. So you don't want to make their race worse and have them pissed off at you. And selfishly, you want to finish good for yourself as well. So thankfully, we're all able to do that.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the podium. Good chance to get locked in next week, and I'll let you get any shout-outs if you have any.
No, just thank you to DK and Cozy and Frisch and whoever else, Harry helped a bunch that we all work together. So
at one point, you're gonna have to work together and get Harry a win. Man's on like 118 or something.
Yeah, he's got to figure out how the fuck to get up front once. But
tonight was the start 117. He's got 40 top 10s, but no wins. So y'all could have to band together at some point.
I think he won a duel or shootout or something one time, but not an official race.
Yeah, didn't count for the stats. So
yeah.
Oh well, but congratulations again, and I'll see you next Friday.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, let's go pit 2. You can go yell at Ross Corlett. Pit 2, gang. Jacob Roth, Mo Perry, Ross Corlett. How'd it go tonight?
Okay.
Ouch.
It was fun until it wasn't.
Jacob
And
Roth, you
depending
got a
on-
top 10. Sorry.
Yes, I did. Second of the season.
Second of the season. Man, it's been a season. Expect better.
Mickey Mouse top 10.
Yeah, thank you.
You got 9th stolen from me there, but 10th place, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yes.
Mo Perry 17th. You just had a wild night tonight, sir.
Yeah, after being up at the front for
not long enough to getting right hooked for dead last to now
Sorry.
getting this channel terminated for making an inappropriate joke. Yeah, pretty fun night.
Very good. And Ross Corlett, fun until it wasn't, ends up 21st tonight.
Yeah, first race in what is it? October now? Yeah, so first race in 9 months. I had fun. I squeezed through a couple wrecks. I know some of those were pretty fun to watch, but yeah, I lost track position and just couldn't get back up there. But still had a good time. It was good to knock the rust off a little bit.
I'll let Art. Art, you got anything to mention?
Oh, you sucks.
Yeah, it's
Let them hash that out. I'll just instigate and then I'll leave, and I can have a nice cordial end to the broadcast. But so yeah, very good. But Michael Cozy Jr. 36 career RODDCAR wins. Made some bank in his career here for sure, and he'll go for championship number 9, incredibly, out of 33 seasons, nearly a third of the seasons, almost like 20. I don't know, 23-ish%, something like that. I can't do the math in my head, but yeah, another good finish. Big wrecks as always, good moves, and yeah, 1 of 4 to be decided for the championship. 1 locked in, 4 spots available next week at Talladega. Go ahead and get Art up in here.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was talking ball.
I was just I had to instigate, and then I had to.
You're talking ball.
Mm-hmm. You can talk ball after this, but all right, your final thoughts on tonight's race.
Too many cautions. It's become a theme recently.
The second half of the season, they've just been like, "What? How much stuff can we wreck?"
Living, what is it? Junior and Kyle Busch's nightmares. We're just here to tear stuff up.
Oh yeah. Well, we didn't got. I guess Dean Clavitt and Mo Perry, Jacob Roth, they wreck our stuff, but that's about it. Here are the race results. Michael Cozy Jr. by half a tenth over Kem. Top 3 separated by a tenth entirely. It was a 6-car shootout, separated by 3/10, and you can see there the big wreck about midway through this field. 30 cars finished on the lead lap. Rod flag 1 lap down, and then the race of attrition 32nd to 35th. That'll be tonight's race. We're back next Friday, Talladega 9 Eastern to Santa Championship 5. Hope to see y'all there. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you next Friday night, 9 Eastern. Y'all take care.